years. So.
You missed out on a beautiful interactions between Flippy and his family members. Um,
Ew.
yes,
It
Did they
was
make you
actually
yes.
start
very, very
cleaning?
fun to listen to. So,
What was the question there, Storak?
Did she make you start cleaning? Because that's what happens to me whenever I hear his family.
No, this was a cousin. A cousin, a third cousin, and a fifth cousin.
I see.
Yes. All right. Well, I'll give you guys a quick recap of everything that happened. Last we were all together, which was you were cleaning up. Last we left off, uh, Henzim, you had continued you were driven mad and you had returned with us. And it was during this next day that Grim, the paladin, had set off on his working for his guild and protecting the field ward, taking care of the bad guys, and just to make the whole timeline make sense, he's back at it again for this session as well. It was also during that time that you guys had received the tickets to the play, and after cleaning up the house a bit, choosing rooms and eating good food and starting to brew on potions and lots of different errands and furniture. Right now, the only person with a true bed frame is Kia, the elf who doesn't need to sleep because she can trance, but a bed is still nice nonetheless. The You guys ended up going to the play and meeting up with Mert. Mert, um, who gave you optional quest because you had been recommended by a contact of his, and this quest, which I will remind you what this quest is. Over here, I didn't actually have. There it is. The quest is to quote, one of the drays working in the city is pulled by a talking mare named Maxine. Locate her, find out if she's learned the identity of any Zent operative, and if so, determine their whereabouts. Now, you weren't
That
given.
was the message that Esteban received, right?
That was the message that Esmond received, yes. That was the message that Mert gave you guys in the actual theater. Then that you guys returned after finishing the playoff, which it was a good play. For those who had any theatrical experience in their early childhood, probably would have come across a rendition of this play, which is The Fall of Tiamat. But you returned to the Troll Skull Manor. The next day, for the most part, Henzim, you were obsessively cleaning the house, using prestidigitation to clean dust and cobwebs that might have been left behind. You were obsessed with this. Esben, I think I didn't quite describe what you had done. You know what, Enzim, I'm going to take back what I said. That is what Volker and Kia saw you doing when they left the house. And Esben, you were still asleep when they left the house. Esben, what would you have done during this day to yourself?
Probably cleaned my room a little bit, like you had previously mentioned. That is something I would have done. I also would have liked to go and started finding some wood to have my bed made.
Some wood to have your bed made. You, in that case, you would have headed over to the same destination as Kia had the other day, which is the bent nail.
You can bend my nail, sorry.
Well, as you walk into the bent nail, you are greeted by Tally Fellbranch, and you have a picture of him in your journal. But you would have been agreeing with Tally as he looks up at you, covered in wood shavings. And you can see he's working on some chairs. At the moment, he's got a chisel and hammer, and he's got some rough, porous rocks off to the side. It looks like he's been sanding the chairs to take off any of the hard edges. But you see him.
I walk up to him.
Okay.
And I
Good
don't say
morning. Good morning. How can I help you?
I'll need a bed.
You need a bed. Well, you're a little guy. Might be able to whip something up. Okay. You just need a bed. How soon do you need this, and is it for you?
It's for me, and I'd like it by tonight. And I have a big grin on my face when I say that.
It's for you, and you want it for tonight. All right. Hold still. He bends down, and to his side, you see he's got a roll of twine that has marks on it. Looks a heavy-duty twine with a wooden clamp at the end. This seems to be more of a permanent thing. As he leans over, picks it up. How close are you to him?
Not. I mean,
You're
like respectful distance away. I don't know, 5 feet.
Sure. Sure.
How close are you
He's
to this shopkeeper? I don't know.
well, the reason why is because
I'm licking his boots.
he kicks his chair over to you, scoots a little bit, looks like he doesn't even want to stand up, kicks it over close to you, leans over, puts the wooden clamp to the bottom, measures you with the twine. You hear him like say a couple of numbers. As he pulls it out, brings a little charcoal pencil to the side and scribbles away. All right. For a bed, that'll be 1 gold piece. For the expedited price, add a silver on top.
Right. And he digs out and he hands him a gold piece and 2 silver pieces.
As he looks at it, you can see he smiles at you. Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks for the tip. I'll make sure that that's to you by tonight. Hopefully before you hit the sack.
I'm hoping to hit the bed.
Excellent. Well, I'll be seeing you. I've got some business to attend to. And he scoots his chair back and continues working on the set of chairs that he is.
I will prestidigitate some of the dust off of him as I walk away.
As it hoofs around, as you walk away, you hear him start hacking. Yeah. Real quick, and we'll get back to this, but where would you head after this? Do you think?
I don't. I'm just gonna wander the town.
Sure. We'll just say you wander the town. Esmond, do you sleep in, Esmond? That's one question.
Well,
Or is this an out of the ordinary thing?
when do I not sleep in?
Fair enough. You wake up long after dawn. It is mid-morning now, and the house is quiet.
Okay. I guess he would go around and just try to see if anyone's in or not.
You wander the house. You get the idea that someone's following you, but you don't find anybody around. Everybody's gone.
Huh. Esmond just kind of shrugs it off and then probably would... You know what? He'd probably look for some kind of, like... some paper or something to write with.
Okay. You'd have to get back to your own pack for that. as most of the stuff in this house is just not functional.
Fine, he's used to not having too much to work with. But yeah, he'll eventually get some kind of like parchment and something to write with. He's gonna probably go outside of the Troll Skull Manor. He'll probably go probably around here-ish, if we're gonna look at the map. He's gonna look at the building from this angle and try to kind of like gauge how it looks right now.
Sure.
And while he's doing that, he's just going to sketch out the building, but he's going to actually make a big change to the turret top. And instead of having it just be the way that it's designed now, he's going to kind of like draw it like there's like a troll skull right there, similar to what he sees in that we have mounted in the Troll Skull Manor itself.
Okay. Gotcha. Give me and you're just sketching this. Are you trained in any of this?
No.
Okay. Just give me a straight dexterity check.
Let's see. 12, not bad.
Okay. It's not bad for sure.
You're telling me no wisdom for perception and such. Tisk tisk.
That does sound different.
It's okay. It's an okay image. What did you want to do with that?
Well, he'll eventually try to find someone to reconfigure that spot to have like a troll skull on it eventually. But for now, it's just a thought that he kind of was having.
Yeah, of course. It definitely works for the. If you wanted to visualize what you had in mind, the picture is definitely enough for that. It's not by no means professional, but that is the case. And what is one more? Would there be another bigger thing that you would try to do? Otherwise, I mean, Hey, it is a free day to fill in the time that your companions are gone.
Right.
Get bitches, get money.
Well, he has plenty of cash right now.
Maybe turn in the money that you own.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyhow.
He'd probably also want to actually get like a real bed at some point too. So he probably would also go to the bent nail.
Okay.
Basement bill.
So you pass. Okay, no, you don't pass. And he's already out on the town, but you head to the bent nail, and you see Tally. As at this point, you can see he's putting together a small bed frame, like a child's bed, and it looks like has plenty of smaller pieces that can be used for this case, as he's nailing some nails in and measuring.
Some measures?
Well, good morning. This place seems to be popping today. How can I help you?
Well, I'd like to first introduce myself. My name is Esben. I'm not too far. I'm pretty close to around here.
Good morning.
Old manor that no one really used for quite some time.
Oh, yes, the Troll Skull Manor.
Yes, well, me and a few companions have recently gotten the deed to the location, so unfortunately most of us don't really have too much furniture, and we'll eventually need to have the whole building kind of like looked at, and any kind of repairs that will need to be done.
As he leans to... Sorry.
Would that be something that you might be able to offer?
He kind of leans over and looks at you. Well, that explains the extra business I've been receiving the last few days. Would that be something I offer? You'd have to go through the Carpenters Guild to hire me for the case. They're the ones who take care of any official real estate repairs. So that's going to be on them. But if I'm the one who's called upon for the job, of course I'd be able to help.
All right. Do you know where the Carpenters Guild is? I'm kind of not exactly knowledgeable on these particular streets of this town.
Oh, of course. I believe, off the top of my head, that it will be in the castle ward. Where I'm going to make sure of this. Because I want to give you good information. Already. Okay.
Kelly starts looking at his notes.
Tally pulls up like a little pack. It's in a place. It's the southern ward in the stone house.
All right, good to know. And
Very far away.
I am going to need a bed eventually. Honestly, just sleeping on what's left of my belongings is not exactly the ideal sleeping solution.
I can't imagine so. Yes. When do you need that by? I'm afraid today is quite booked with other jobs. But I could probably work extra for extra.
Well, as soon as possible, but I have some specifications on how this bed needs to be constructed.
Oh, of course. He pulls out a little notepad, pulls the same twine as he stands up. Now that this is a fully tall person, measures you real quick, makes some notes. All right, what are the specifications?
Well, it needs to be at least twice the size of me, so like a two beds together, and then he'll kind of like take out like another drawing, like a really crude drawing of like those really fancy beds that have like the posts that go up with the drapery kind of coming down and all that.
Ah, the cunty ones.
Yes.
I see. I see. That will. Oh, that will take some considerable work.
Money is not too much of a problem.
Oh, fantastic. I can provide the framework. You'll have to find the linens and curtains elsewhere, but for trained labor, that's going to, or something of that size, that's going to be 10 gold pieces.
Oh,
Here's 12.
you guys wouldn't survive in Brazil.
Is that amiable for you?
Oh, perfectly fine. Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, he'll give 12 gold pieces, or 1 platinum, 2 gold.
He looks at
Sons
it,
and Dragons. Gosh.
eyes wide. Fantastic. All right, I will work quickly on this. For something like that, I'll have to gather some more supplies, but I believe I can have this done at the earliest, late tomorrow night. But it might be pushed to the next day.
Right. And before I forget, just make sure that on the headboard it definitely says His Royal Highness.
His Royal Highness. You can see him underline something in his book. All right. I mean,
This guy, honestly.
and I'll make sure to let you know when it's done. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
It is all mine.
Outstanding. And so, the rest of the day is spent doing similar tasks.
Yeah, probably going to the Carpenters Guild and trying to figure out what the price point would be for repairing the entire building, or at least getting someone to come there.
Wow.
Of course, and that's
Squire.
and that's the price, which is to repair the repairs to the building is going to be 700 gold, and the 300 gold is going to be outfitting.
My spell book.
And the other 300 gold pieces are going to be a variety of linens and permits and just
Right,
many
right.
different things. But yeah, and you spend that, and you learn where the Carpenter's Guild, the Stone Hall, as it's called in the Southern Ward. But we're gonna go ahead and jump ahead to the end of the day as everybody's returning. That way we can get Volker and Kia. At this moment, I'll just remind you, because especially the last couple of sessions where I sped those 3 days. Kia, funnily enough to you, it was this past night that you had received that message from the flying snake. The one that the specific wording: want to be part of something big? Speak to DeVille Starsong at the Yawning Portal. And so perhaps that's on your mind, perhaps it's not. It's up to you. But you had received that from a flying snake in the middle of the night. Volker, as you and Kia are walking through the field ward, you just passed through the north gate, and there's some heavy traffic from those returning from the fields to their places of rest. And so you're
I have a
yes.
question.
What's
Do
your
we
question?
have, ride a caravan with goods that would be, going back to the city or something like that?
Would there be a
Or way back?
caravan of give me a luck check. Give me a D20 roll.
Oh my god! Well, I'm fighting with a yellow glove. What's the name? Stora, can you roll a 20?
Let's roll a
Yeah,
Roll a
D20 for
d20.
Yes.
him.
I'm gonna roll the FUF me dice, and I'll take a picture of it because I really want to get an FU dice. Oh, it's a 5.
It's a 5. Bad luck this time. You're walking. You weren't able to see any available carts heading back to the city during the time you and Kia are returning. And instead, and so you are forced to walk through this area. Are you still there, Volker? Because oh wait, you're good. All right.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, hey, maybe we have to not walk.
Yeah. It's during this walk through the field ward that you get the something. Your gut tells you that you two should stop walking for a second.
Why would that be the case?
It's just your gut. Do you listen?
Do you trust your
Yes.
gut?
Do you trust your gut?
Yeah. I will, for the sake of it, cast message on Kia and mention to her, do you feel that? Can we stop for a second? And I would like to, be looking around.
Okay.
Would it be a perception, investigation, firewall?
Well, you don't actually need to roll that perception check, because right in front of you, I mean, Kia, do you stop? You hear this message from Volker. Do you listen and stop, or would you just keep on walking? It's up to you.
I would probably listen and stop, considering that it's odd that all of a sudden you said you're talking essentially in my head.
Yep.
Yeah, I would stop for sure and look around.
This is not the first time that you have heard Volker speaking through you there.
No, but I would stop anyways.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So you both stop for a second, and you begin to look around when right 3 feet in front of you, you hear the loud bang as a window shutters opened, and then from outside the window, a splash of refuse and used up food husks and what looks to be the end of the day. It looks like they use a bucket for the bathroom right in front of you. And if you had not stopped, you would have been doused in this.
Disgusting. Oh! Well, lucky me. Lucky us.
Indeed. Would have had Penzam do his little magic cleany thingy. He probably wouldn't have let us in the house anyways had we been splashed with this.
He probably would have died.
Well, thank you, Volker.
Well, the pleasure's mine. I'm just going to, and I just, hop over in, and we can carry on.
And you carry on, and you are able to get back to the to Troll Skull Manor, and all of you end up returning. And at this point, Henzim, as you're in the house, there's a knock at the door. As you can see, Tully, he's just got the bed over one shoulder. As he looks at you, I've got your delivery for this evening, as requested.
I will open the door with Mage Hand, and I will say, "Follow me," and I'll take him to my room.
Okay, and he.
He's not being paid for that. He's breaking the fucking law.
Gave him an extra silver.
As he and it looks like you left a good impression with that tip. As he sets the bed down, as he says, "Well, pleasure doing business with you, and good to be neighbors. But I'm hoping maybe I will get the job with all the business that your lot has been giving me."
Right. I need a table, chairs, closet.
Come to me tomorrow. As he just leaves the room and heads out. But you all return.
I'm gonna follow him, and I'm just gonna continue listing things as he's walking out the house.
As you follow him all the way to his shop, you can see him get to the door, head inside, turn around, look at you, and you can see there's dark rings under his eyes at this point, and he closes the door in your face, and you can hear them lock.
Okay, let me cast knock real quick.
Like to knock and get this taken care of. No, at that point he'll stop talking and say, "Well, that was rude," and go back.
And so you all get back to the room.
When I see everybody, I immediately prestidigitate everybody. Please.
Greetings to you too, handsome.
What'd you do today?
Well, I had a family reunion. There were some troublesome neighbors that were disturbing my cousins. We managed to make a peaceful relocation. And, well, besides that, we spent some time finishing the potion. It came out better than what I expected it to be. Oh, and Kia got a nice necklace. He points at Kia. Towards,
I'll look
her
down and
necklace.
lift up the necklace to show it off.
I'll get really close and look at the necklace.
I got it from a bunch of shrooms.
He backs up and looks at you very concerned.
Yeah, those were
Actually,
the
I did not
neighbors.
give any more context than that.
Alright.
How was your day?
I got a bed.
Oh. That's good. I feel like we should fix the floorboards before adding heavy. And then he, realizes that he's also talking to a fellow small creature, you'll be fine, I guess. But we should probably try to fix the floorboards before we add any other heavy, fuck, what's the word?
Furniture.
Furniture.
Well, I got shelves and a table and chairs and closet and
Oh, where are they?
being made.
Oh, and what are they do?
I don't know. He locked the door.
Right. Well, we'll figure that out when they arrive. Is by this point either Asfen or Grim here?
Yes.
Okay.
Esmond is there. Grim is not back.
He died. The burglars got him. I see. And how was your day? The half that we were not together.
You talking to me?
Yes.
I mean, I have some plans for some redecoration of the building, and he'll just put down the piece of paper where he has like the Troll Skull Manor with the Troll Skull like roofing.
Oh, let me have a look. Would I be able to make a check or something to see how doable his grandiose plan is?
Of course. Give me just a flat intelligence roll.
Yes, sir. Let's see if I had to use my last luck point before I take a long rest. Halfling luck. I don't even have to roll for spend a luck point for that. Much more like it.
Nice. His grandiose plans, which it remind me that is placing the is it placing the troll skull up there or carving a troll skull? What was it again?
No, it's like redecorating the entire roof to have the shape of a troll skull.
Okay. With a 19 intelligence, it is feasible, but requires the work of journeyman carpenters and roofers, and it would most likely take them months. And hiring such experts costs a significant amount of money.
Huh. Well, he looks him up and down. I think you do have enough time to have this be made, but this looks like it will take a lot of money and a lot of time.
I mean,
But good taste.
maybe, but think about it for a minute.
Oh, no, it would certainly look... And he looks at the troll skull. It would certainly look amazing with the real deal.
I think he's just angry he can't spend his gold on books. And I point at Volker.
I had the pleasures to spend a small sum of my money in those preparations. And for the rest of the day, I'm probably going to be spending my time doing that. You know, studying. Thank you very much.
He's a nerd and reads books. Who reads books?
I mean,
I do.
I read books from time to time. How else am I going to get stories?
I see you as the one...
You sort of see Henzim just stop with this comical, like, very confused look on his face and go, I didn't think about that one. You've got a point with that storybook. Does it have pictures?
I mean, some of them do.
That's my sort of book.
Well, you do give me a story writer rather than reading them kind of energies, Mr. Espen.
I wouldn't say that I'm bad at that. I do it from time to time. Mostly for writing for songs, but I can definitely do it.
Exactly.
Never really thought about dabbling in writing a book.
Well, depends on how things go. You can just write our story. How we met is already interesting enough.
Fair. Alright, I'll think about doing that myself then.
I'll help you proofread it once it's done. So where's Grim?
Where is he, actually? It's quite late.
What is
And he has not returned yet.
Well, he's, I guess. He looks like he can handle himself in most situations. I'm sure he's fine.
I mean, I'm sure. Anyone know where he went to?
Oh, will have we seen him earlier in the day before he left to die in the war?
You would have seen him get dressed up to go to work with the City Watch. So yes, you saw him, and you would have seen him walk away with one of his coworkers.
Oh, I guess he's busy doing his guard work.
He just doesn't like us. I don't think he wants to be around us.
That could also be the case. Although he did spend the last 4 days with us fixing the manor.
It would seem very odd to take so much time to put your stuff in here and then just walk away and not come back.
Did
Maybe
you
we
say
should
anything
have
mean to
warned
him?
I don't do anything mean.
Well, I take your word for it.
I mean,
Hinsum just nods his head very happily when you say he's gonna take your word for it.
by the time that I woke up, I didn't see anyone in the house, so...
No, I was trying to hear the voices again.
What time of the year is it right now? Is it like winter, summer?
This is the fall. This is the fall time. Autumn.
I see.
Harvest. It is almost harvest season.
You're so correct. I forgot.
Yes. At this point, Volker, in your head, I know you've already heard this before, but
Yes, sir.
I'll say it again. In your head, you receive the message. I am Vaya Safar, the Black Staff. Come to the Black Staff Tower in the castle ward at once. Bring your friends.
I don't remember what I said 2 weeks ago that I replied to them, be like, what's the work, this, that, and that. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
What you replied was, why are our presences required? Is it for a job or for introductions? That was your reply, because I wrote it down.
Wow, what a DM holding me
Look
accountable
at
to my
me.
bullshit.
Look at
Wow.
me.
Incredible.
Oh yeah. To which and now I didn't write down what my response was because I can only.
Wow, look at this DM.
I had this contingency planned, but not so far.
As you said that, she says, It is for introductions and a job. Come at your pleasure.
I will simply reply to this. What would be the appropriate attire and prefer hour of meeting?
Anything and any. Oh no, yeah. So she sent you that response, and that was your question. You don't receive another response.
Wump. Okay. Oh. I would assume that takes like he will be like Rich going upstairs towards his barren room, where he begins having the conversation. He's standing there for a moment, and then he dusts his attire that he currently has, turns around and looks at the three of them. I would assume we are by like the inn, not in the bar area.
Yeah,
As we have
assumedly.
this conversation. It seems that we are required to meet somebody new tomorrow, if we are all able to do so. They wish to introduce themselves and to offer us a job.
How'd you know that?
Do you know of the spell sending? Yeah,
I know.
I
this
heard
one.
voices in my head.
See,
How about
his
that?
voices too. His voice. See, my voice led me to 200 gold.
Oh,
Kind of.
Right. Well, I'm glad
Well, I
to
hope-
hear that two of you are hearing voices in your head.
I look at Esben and I give him a wink.
I look at Esmond and I cast message.
Okay, what do you say?
Y'all hearing voices now too.
Oh, okay.
And I have this big grin on my face when I do it.
Right. Well, anywho, is that everything, or should I be
Was it-
concerned?
Well, they seem friendly enough.
You heard
You
a voice
see,
in
it's
your head. It sounds friendly.
wow, how does the voice in your head act? Are they hostile?
If I don't do what they tell me to do, it's bad.
Well, it seems like mine are more lenient.
I see. I like his voice better, but it didn't lead me to 200.
Well, hopefully my voice is leading us to more money than that, since we are all asked to attend there.
So, do we go first thing in the morning? What do we wear? I'm gonna wear my nice stuff.
Well, I was not specified at what time or what attire.
Why didn't you ask?
I did ask. They just simply ran out of words to say to me.
So they're bad spellcasters.
He shrugs. We'll figure that tomorrow then.
And like, it's this look. Henzem nods his head with this look that like, both him and Volker both know that they're just bad spellcasters. Like this is 100% confirmed knowledge, even if that's not what Volker thinks. He's just like this nodding, knowing look.
Oh, what a terrible caster. Casting a terrible spell.
Yeah. I don't know what sending is, so I think it's message.
Imagine not being educated. Holy shit, I love handsome.
Okay, well, so you heard voices in your head. They potentially have a job. Great. Glad to hear it. More money means more repairs, and more repairs means we'll eventually get this place running faster. So,
Exactly.
You can't spend it all on books.
Oh
And I'm gonna
no.
look at Volker.
Well, knowledge is power. Me with more power means we can take better jobs to earn more money. You know, you have to spend some to earn some.
I still don't know what you're learning from these books that's giving you power.
Well, maybe tomorrow morning I'll show you some what I have.
Let's do it after we go to the spellcaster though, because if we need to get if something happens, you know.
Well, sure.
And then I'm going to follow Volker upstairs and try to go to bed.
Okay. And so
I don't even remember where's your bed. Let me look at the image.
It's in the house.
Are you telling me you're not sleeping in the fucking basement like a simpleton? Look at you. Oh my god, I'm already in my room.
Yep. And so you all return. You can't see?
No, I can see with the owl.
What the heck?
Whoa! Not even I can do that.
You become the owl. Oh no!
I'm an owl, guys.
Can you see now?
Nope, I see with an owl.
What
You
the
have a
heck,
token
man?
in this map, dumbass?
Oh, I have a token. I can see now.
Okay, good. I don't even understand now. Okay.
You gave
Someone
him
does the
permission to see through my owl because his token was not here when he
Yeah, that's
was
probably it.
missing for 10
Yes,
fucking
that
years.
was a while ago. Yeah. And so you all go to bed. Your various ways and reasons, and as you lay on your bedrolls, Hensen, as you close your eyes, you feel this similar sensation of muting. And like if it were somebody who were like holding you within their hands, as like cupped around, protecting you from the outside, you feel as if the fingers slowly open just enough. And so you begin to hear the partially unfiltered thoughts around. But at this time of night, and the fact that you're, midway up a manor house, it's quite muted but still indecipherable.
I'd like to wake up, and
Yes.
if I can, and walk around the house a little bit to see if I can start hearing the voices.
Okay. You begin walking around the house. And it's as you creak through the house, you can hear the voices. They're their distance. As if you're in an echo chamber and somebody's speaking next to you, but you can't understand them. And they come and go as you approach the side of the house. Every once in a while, you can hear one grow louder from outside, and your actual ears pick up the sound of somebody walking down the street. And then you hear within your head the same voice. You are coming along well. Look outside.
I go to a window.
As you look outside at the street, you can see there's street lamps here. But right on the edge of the street lamp, you can see someone standing there. They've got a hood. They've got a cloak.
I wave at him.
Protect yourself. Right after he says this, you begin to feel as if there are daggers being driven into your brain. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, I'm good at these. Oh, I'm okay at these. I didn't read that. 17.
17. As you begin to feel these daggers being driven into your brain, you instinctively begin to protect against them, you think? Try at least. And you're able to push them out and keep them at bay. As after a few moments you hear, "Very good. Now again." This time you feel as if it is a bludgeoning effect upon your mind. Give me another wisdom saving throw.
Gentlemen, I don't know how long I can keep this up.
Stop staring.
Not very long, apparently.
Not very long, it would seem.
What do you get?
6.
6? Okay. At this point,
You die. Make a new character.
you absolutely die. No. Perhaps you were not expecting the second blow. Perhaps this is just too much for you. But you immediately take
Here it comes.
6 psychic damage. As
Have I had a long rest since? No.
you have
Yeah.
had a long rest since last time.
Okay.
Yes, so you should be at full health.
It's been like a day or two already.
Yeah, it would have been an entire day at least by this point.
Okay.
As this bludgeoning effect leaves you stunned and just whew, trying to get your wits about you. And after several seconds, you hear in your voice, "Disappointing. We'll try again later." And silence.
Man, I cannot wait to deal with the mind flayers later on. Thank you, Sven. Not Sven. Hansen.
And I'm just gonna hold my head and sit down.
After a minute, you, out of the corner of your eye, you see a rag in the middle of the air.
I'm gonna use I'm gonna use my mage hand and try to grab the rag.
You grab the rag, and you are able to. As the spectral hand reaches out, grabs it, brings it over to you, and it's a warm rag. A little
I'm a
moist.
big
Oh.
fan.
I will
For
put it on my
Ghost
head.
friend.
You feel the slightest tap on the top of your head, and then nothing.
I look up.
Your
There's
mortal
nothing there.
enemy, Storak, a cobweb.
And at this point, nothing else happens this evening for you.
I will
Yes, continue.
go back to my bed and put my head under the covers.
If they can't see you, you won't see them.
If I can't see them, they can't see me.
That's right. Kia, was there anything that you had wanted to do this evening?
Yeah, she was going to go ahead and, after kind of bidding the night to everybody up to her rooming, start reading through that book she had gotten from the store, I think the other day, filled
Yes.
with that history of monks and
Yes.
monastic traditions.
Absolutely. Go ahead and just to see this night how well you pick up on it, just give me an intelligence check. Just roll the d20, add your intelligence modifier.
Wait for my screen to load.
No worries.
You said intelligence?
Intelligence, yes.
I'm sure I have like a negative one. Yeah, I do. Okay. Nope, wrong button. Fat fingers. There we go.
No worries about it. Okay,
Ugh.
you're fine.
Diminishing returns.
With a 10 is average, which is like it's as if you were just a regular person reading this, which is not bad. And so yeah, you are beginning to learn about these, and there are certain traditions that you brought from your own home, from back in the forests among your family. But these ideas aren't traditionally elven. These are entirely different ideas, and I guess it would be in this reading that you do learn about the merciful monks as they're known, and you read personal accounts of various monks who share why they chose the way that they do. Some see it as just reality, that reality has give and take. Some do want to be compassionate healers, and others see it as their duty to either bring healing or to bring death. But that's what you read tonight. Great. And so you all rest, and you take the long rest. Nothing else happens for the evening, and you wake up. Yeah, just so that we can keep the game going. Was there anything specific that you guys figure out? What would you like to do today? And several of you have different resources that you can draw upon. But otherwise, let's figure out what do you guys want to do today?
Well,
I want to go talk to this lady that Volker keeps talking about.
yeah,
The voice
maybe
in
what we
her
have
head.
to do is not immediate for today, but something that we need to. It would be wise to get out of the way first. Methinks.
I would agree.
So
Best to know what kind of hands we might have, and then play the ones that we want to play.
exactly.
Okay. And so you decide to head out to the Blackstaff. The Blackstaff Tower in the Castle Ward. As you come up to it, the Blackstaff Tower is a fortress and a wizard training academy, all in one.
Oh, I have not been to that one then.
Indeed. And actually, I'm going to get a picture of Miss Blackstaff herself that I can share
I'm
with you
glad
all.
that I did not choose that mage tower to train on. Lucky me.
Val Blackstaff. Well, full name is Valrus. Sahir the Blackstaff. There we go.
I need to remember the name of the mage tower that I went to. there was 2 mage towers from the cheat sheet that I got that names the names of the places.
All right. So as you approach the wizard's tower during the day, it is open, and as you reach the gate, the few mages who oversee security, when you mentioned that you were summoned by Vara, the Black Staff, allow you to enter. And when you head into the tower, you reach her in the main black towers. The fortress itself is what is prominent, similar to Orthanc, has a big old black tower, or Isengard has a big old black tower, but the walls and buildings around it are more similar to a small keep as opposed to a castle. But as you approach, Vara Safar, he greets you. Good morning. I hazard a guess that you are the famed helpers of Volthap, yes? The
Indeed.
rescuers of Rainier Neverember?
That would be us, Esben says as he kind of bows after putting down his feathered hat.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Well, I heard of your usefulness along the grapevine, and based on some of my contacts, I'm aware that you caught the eye of several folks around here, and I thought, why not give you a try? Are you interested in gold or dragons?
Well, given our current predicament, any capital we can get is most helpful to us right now, yes.
Oh, fascinating. What about you, other little one?
What about me? I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Don't worry. I'd know if you did.
And Enzim's gonna look at her, very questioningly. What'd you need?
Well, allow me to get down to business. I'm constantly on the lookout for talent, so to say. And you and your group are talented enough. Are you aware of... Oh, no. I lead a private security force known as the Grey Hands. And we're always looking for... Well, we always have missions to complete. Of course, you're compensated for it somewhat, but I'm looking for you to possibly join my private security force. A lot of you.
About to say, can I bring my friends with us?
What is the question, Sora? Can you repeat yourself?
Can I bring my friends with us?
Bring your friends with you. Is this not all of you? I do notice that you're missing a large individual, but...
How do you know so much about us?
Darling.
Well, Volo has been spreading the word of us, so... I'm glad his voice is reaching the right people. For what will be in the contract? For how long? And what will be our required schedules?
Well, perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. Joining the Grey Force is... It's not quite as simple. Now, trust me, if you were to speak out, if you were interested in joining my private security, I'd have missions for you to complete, but once you finish these, then you would be offered full patronage of my security, and trust me, there is significant benefits to our patronage.
Would you have any, like, I don't know, any examples of some of this patronage, just out of curiosity?
Examples of the patronage of Force Grey. Well, first off, Force Grey is made up of an elite cadre of former adventurers. So, let's say that as I see you are making quite a mark. And we'll see how long your mark lasts, but quite a mark on the city itself. Our patronage would offer supplies, weapons, a security force for a threat that might pose itself, or perhaps you're looking for, or just plain gold.
He wants to
Although,
remake a house, so he wants the gold.
yes,
Well, are you not entertained with the idea of fixing the place?
I mean, I am. He just really wants it. My room's gonna be clean and nice. And that's what matters.
Well, the whole
Um,
establishment is going to be clean and nice.
It will be clean, yes. I'll make sure of that.
and let's put it this way. I recognize that you might deal in more morally grey areas. I have my fingers in and around the watch and the law, and I can get you out of the pickle. Let's put it that way.
Well, I'm sure that'd be very useful, but I do have to ask, when it comes to working for you, would this be like a permanent kind of contract where we're working for you for an extended period of time, or how would that exactly work?
Well, in order to joining Force Grey would require an oath. An oath, and therefore you'd be called upon for specific deployments, or it be the required case, but all would be in the defense of Waterdeep itself. As for the time commitment, well, why did you speak to the dangers that threaten this great city? And
People that speak in your mind.
she raises her eyebrow. Folks who speak in your mind. Yes. Yes.
Oh, they sounds like they's tough. Well, they hurt me, so. Are these
Additionally,
enemies?
uh-huh. These could be some, yes. Force Grey, or you'd be joining the Grey Hands first, and then Force Grey. Force Grey is the elite, Grey Hands is the general. That being said, you'd be directly under my call, as well as the Open Lord's call. And whatever is needed. And if you are chosen, you would meet that need. So let's say that diplomacy fails with particular factions or groups, well, then you'd be called upon to deal with whatever diplomatic failure has occurred. But I believe I've given you very much information. What say you? Are
Let's do
you
it.
interested?
I'm interested. I'll do it.
You're interested. What about the rest of you? Because I can use any of you. But don't let me pressure you. Now, there's responsibility that comes with an oath.
We get a cape.
You get a cape, not provided by me, no.
Enzo has a very disappointed look on his face.
So what would be the rundown? So like we join them, we follow an oath, and then
Basically put, you would function as you are the private security force for the city of Waterdeep.
aren't I already done?
Almost like Secret Service. So
Oh.
your guild, the Guild of Mages, that's another loose guild. That's more so a way to keep track of mages, as well as it is another layer of defense for the city itself.
This is
but
privatized defense.
This
though.
is privatized defense. This is the type of defense that, let's say, the Open Lord is trying to negotiate with a certain guild or something, troublesome guild, and they're not, it's not working out. Well, that's when the private security force is called upon.
Right. So we'd still be kind of like the beck and call of the city by that point, more or less.
Yes. Not the whole city, just the Open Lord and the Blackstaff.
Right. Which
And can you repeat to me for how long is this oath, or covenant joinage?
Oh,
It's like-
joining?
I'm assuming it's like it would be like any kind of job, right? You just join, and then for as long as you work with them, or if it's like a lifetime commitment, then I mean,
yeah, it's not a lifetime commitment, but she did preface that there's basically an application process. I'm going to put it that way. There's a joining it. She's offering the opportunity to join it, but in order to join it, you'll have to do some things.
I don't know if I like this Ponzi scheme. To join us, you have to spend $50 and recommend the service to 30 people.
It's not a pyramid scheme, guys. Trust. I know what a pyramid scheme is, and this isn't it.
All right. I'll take your word in the same manner.
Right. Well, I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to have to think on it a bit. Sorry.
I, too, would have to think. For how long do we have this window of opportunity?
And continue to think upon it, and I'll get back to you.
I'm willing more or less to work with you, but I don't know about underneath you. This is really what it comes down to.
I don't work with those who are not within my private security force if I don't have to.
Understandable.
I do appreciate the offer, but we're just starting this business, and Truth to be told, it's quite overwhelming with the amount of opportunities we've been given as of late.
Yes, yes. In that case, think on it, and if you change your mind, you know where to find me. Otherwise, I might be in contact. All right. Well,
Alrighty.
I have business to attend to. Have a wonderful day.
What is Kia saying to all of this?
That's a great question. What is Kia thinking?
Kia is thinking that this is not something that she would want to join personally. Doesn't quite align with her idea of what she would like to be doing. She has some other ideas of like how she could earn money potentially, and she doesn't
Yep.
like the idea of being tied to an organization at the moment because currently she is not officially tied to any organization as she was previously.
Wow,
Yep.
very well off of you.
Let me be free.
Freedom. Okay.
I mean, I'm already under one administration. I don't know how many balls and chains do I want.
Yeah. And so you all leave the Blackstaff, and now you're in the middle of the city. You're around the castle ward. What do you guys?
Can you put the
Where
map?
would you guys head? Yeah, let's go ahead and pull up the map. That'll be helpful. There you go.
Because I have a small inkling of an idea of what I want to do depending on where we are.
Yeah,
The castle ward is pretty big, though.
it is.
A hot
Castle
man.
ward.
If I remember correctly, the mesh tower that I was in was like around in this area. Somewhere that I will have to get a proper look later on.
Go. I will label where the Blackstaff Tower is, which is right over here. Let's put that box there. Boom. And
Okay.
Blackstaff.
Where is it?
There we go.
Here.
Oh, we are in the opposite where I want to be. Fuck!
Well, where'd you want to be?
The purple fucking shop area.
You definitely want to return there.
Not in there, but out there.
Okay.
I have been musing for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I want to voice my musings, but I have to say is since our last encounter, I have some things to think.
Okay. Gotcha. So, what do you guys want to do? Get some gold.
So now
get
we
some
also
money?
have the job that our Mr. Theater Man, very, very spooky person gave us. Where would we have to go for that? You know, the information about the mayor.
We have to
Where
find
do
the
we do-
talking mayor.
Mayor as in like female horse or mayor of like the devil creature thing?
Mare as in female horse, named Maxine.
I'm gonna walk up to a guard.
You walk up to one. He looks down at you. What are you looking
Right.
at?
You. And
Why?
I want a question.
What's your question?
Have you heard of a talking horse?
Yeah. And have you heard of a flying pig?
Nope.
In the back row pipes up. I've seen a flying snake.
He looks.
Like
I
Linda.
hate this campaign.
He looks at you confused. What? Oh, okay. What? Why a talking horse? What?
Yeah, I need to
Don't
find
bother. Don't bother me.
You're supposed to. It's not very nice.
Right.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna walk back over to the party and go, I tried to find the horse.
I hope you're not in earshot of the guard when we say that. I don't think we are supposed to be asking anybody that.
I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be on the down low.
We've been personally beckoned for. It would not be wise to just tell anybody of the work we have to do.
Right. And he's gonna put his hands in his pockets and start whistling quietly.
Right. Well, were we given any information on where to find Maxine?
You're not where, but you were given the information that she is pulling a dray, which is a heavy cart, a heavy load cart.
Okay.
So it could be hauling barrels or another type of heavy stuff. So how long do you want to spend looking for this?
I'm good at investigation.
Okay.
I think Esmond would probably try to find a different guy.
You know what? Just to speed this up, in order to find Dre, because I will jump the gun. The guards do not know what you're talking about.
Well, Esmond wouldn't be asking about a talking horse. You'd be asking where he would be able to find someone who could move a lot of heavy objects at once.
I see. You would be directed. To a lot of the carts and the heavy stuff would be going through the dock ward, because that's where a lot of the shipments come into Waterdeep, through the many boats that end up being there, and yeah, I will have you guys, somebody, roll me an investigation check to see if you can find this mare.
All right. Do I get any help?
Yeah, while we're traveling, I'll start playing some music and give whoever's
the good vibes.
Yeah. Bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration. Let's go.
D6 in the business. Where the hell is a D6? Oh. Well, that's...
Little something.
Yeah. Investigation. Bam. 22.
22. Okay. As you all head to the dock ward, you end up looking around, getting to where a lot of the luggage is, cargo is unpacked, and you can see every once in a while a horse. And after walking by, maybe one of you kind of whispered, "Maxine." Oh man.
Look at how the spell message works.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you okay?
Yep, just joking. You're good. Okay. Yeah, message. Do you have to target a humanoid?
You point towards a creature within range.
Okay, so
it
you could
doesn't
be using
specify.
message on the horses.
I don't know if the horse. Yeah, it doesn't specify that. Most for telepathy stuff, usually it's like you have to share a language or something. For message, surprisingly, is very undescriptive about it. The spell. What the fuck is the message? Because I closed it. Let me open it again. You point toward a creature within range and whisper a message. The target, and only the target, hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast a spell through blah 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 blah. It doesn't say like you have to both require the same language or like that it has to know a language.
Okay. It would make sense at least for my table for message. It would make sense that you speak the language that you speak, so as long as they speak the same language. But you would know, you were told that she is a talking horse.
I'm gonna be pointing at horses and trying to speak with them and see if, asking their name. Like, may you be? I forgot the name of the mare.
And so with a 22 investigation, your group going around after a few tries, you point to a mare, a draft horse, and you send the message, "Hey, what's your name?" And after a little bit, after just a brief moment, you hear, "Well, I'm Maxine."
It seems that we're looking for you. We require some information.
Well, who are you?
I need to really check the notes of this guy because I don't remember his name. I am Volker. We've been sent by big burly man. What's his name? Let me look at
the
the
Merciless.
Merc the Merciless and Merciless and yeah, I'm gonna send them that and wait for their reply.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm just wonderful at those.
Mm-hmm.
$17. Oh my god.
Oh, lucky you. After a brief moment, she says, "All right, I know, Mert. Yeah. What can I do for you?"
Should we meet at a specific place, or is this quite alright for you?
Oh, this is all right for me. None of these folks know what we're talking about.
That do be true. It's not often that I have a communication with a mare.
Are you doing the whisper thing the entire time?
It doesn't have a vocal component, so as you guys see, I'm just pointing at a horse.
Just standing there pointing at a horse, and the horse has stopped and is just looking at him.
Is everything all right?
I found our target. I'm talking to her right now. Obviously, I don't know how far. What is the casting range of this shit?
30 or 60 feet. What is it?
120 actually.
That's
Wow.
120.
Wow.
So
That is really far.
and
So
it
you're
can
like,
go
this.
Yeah, you'd be doing this. I'm talking to somebody. Looks around, nobody around. Yep, he's talking to someone, all right.
It doesn't have
There's
to
a
be
horse.
max range, but you know.
There's a horse 100 feet away.
There's a singular horse in a city 100 feet away.
Yep.
You good, bro?
I'm the sanest person in this party.
Yep.
The bar is not that high, though. Well, I wish I had the notes for this one.
You could talk to your party.
No, I think he's got it.
I think he's got it.
No, you fucking! I hate you guys.
What?
It's
You
not
don't.
even fair, because I lost all my D&D stuff.
Well, you should have
Remind me
deleted it.
I didn't. My HDD died on me.
It sounds like an excuse to me.
The dog ate my homework. I have very many dogs, okay?
Oh, well, that one I believe. I didn't believe that your hard drive died, but I can't believe that your dogs ate your homework.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. As far as I
And you know-
remember, was like asking to see if like the status of another person or like the return of somebody. I
Where
don't
we're
remember the details, but
we're looking for Xantarm operatives and where they are located.
oh
You're close
well,
though.
we are trying to relay information about the location of Sanitarium,
Zentarum.
Santarum people.
Ah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, about 2 days back, I gave a ride to a sun elf and his half-orc bodyguard. See, I picked them up at an intersection, and I dropped them off at the Yawning Portal. They talked about hiring spies to root out Xanathar Guild hideouts in the city.
You can see, like, with my left hand, I have my spellbook open, and I have a pointy finger at the mayor at the distance, while with my right hand, I'm writing with prestidigitation, the information of what the memo that I'm receiving. An elf and an orc that roll.
Yeah, half-orc. The sun elf, he had long blonde hair, had a blue tunic and a lute. And the half-orc, she was a mighty big gal. Looked like she could hurt people.
Any more information that I should know about? Any other instances of those group of people?
Nope. That's the only thing I got right now.
All right. Well, how could I reward you for your services?
Do you have an apple?
Ah.
Well, I can get you one. And as I was walking by, I would like to just, if there's a merchant or something, I would like to buy, like, some fruits for Miss Horse.
I see.
During this entire time, Esben is just kind of like shuffling, feeling very awkward, just standing there while his teammate is just pointing at a horse and then not saying anything.
Well, you can lean over and read what I'm writing.
I'm gonna lean over to Esben, and I'm gonna whisper up at him. I think he's having a stroke.
You know,
He's,
I wouldn't be surprised.
he's got a funny look on his face.
The face that you will be like is like a concentrated look of like multitasking, making a somatic component of a spell while pointing at a horse while also riding. Somewhat concentrated effect.
Or maybe he's constant.
That's what I was thinking.
Are you good, Volker?
Yeah,
I'm there,
I'm
buddy.
doing just fine.
Oh, good to know. I don't think he's doing just fine.
And once he's done, writing, he closes the book and then walks towards like a stall to buy an apple.
It's 1 copper for an apple.
I'm just gonna turn to Esben and look at him and go, "You got any idea what's happening?"
I think he needs the fiber.
Oh!
Right.
And then I would like to beckon my friends to follow me as I walk towards the mayor. And once we are within distance, as long as I'm not stopped by people, I would like to offer this horse some food.
You are not stopped. And you do give Maxine the horse. She gratefully accepts and chomps it. And then all of you hear, she says out loud, that's mighty fine. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Who are you?
Thank goodness. I thought there was another issue.
How big is this horse?
It is a big horse. This is a draft horse. So this is a horse that hauls
Oh
stuff.
my god.
I'm not
just
getting
a
close to the
small
horse.
creature.
I'm not getting close to the horse.
Oh, I've been in this rodeo before, so I don't mind getting close to it.
That's true.
I would definitely have to use Mage Hand to, reach the apple towards it.
Yep.
But
Don't horses graze from grass? Can't they reach the ground?
Yeah, they can.
yeah, but I would assume it's more cordial for the horse not to have to, kneel down the neck.
That's right. You being kind.
I give her the apple, and I give her a thanks, and I give her a bow.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, I guess for the time being, our job here is done.
Has it? I haven't heard a single word the entire time, other than just now.
I had
Well, we had a lovely conversation.
Do you care? to
I'll let
explain
you guys in on what I had, as as I try to have them walk away, so we're not being the most conspicuous kind of group. And I will hand them my spell book. On one of the pages will have like the written conversation that we had.
As we start walking away, you just see Hensman, Henzam, not Hensman. I can't.
We're gonna need to retalk our names for the next campaign, I think.
Handsome.
I have to wait a second.
Esven.
That's true.
Esven. Handsome. Grimgram.
All the Ams. Kia, you're the only one with okay, Volker and Kia, you're the only two with personality.
We're the only two normal people here.
Wow.
Argue against the normal part, but
With someone's name who almost goes to has been, it has no personality. Got it. Gotcha. Okay. Fits.
Yep.
That was very rude. What would you say that to him?
Hold on.
I don't even know what we're waiting for.
I don't know what we're waiting for either.
I have something to
I'm not
say.
waiting for anything.
Storic has something to Hensam has something to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Go on.
He raises his
But
hand and starts whistling.
But you can you guys yeah, what I mean now you have this information. Now what?
What were you about to say, handsome?
Just, hold on a second.
Well, last we know, they'll know they'll know where to meet us. So, guess now all I'll have to do is wait. Where did we find this mare, by the way, in town?
You found her by the dock ward.
Oh my god! Finally!
What do you mean that we've found all the information? We barely found anything.
Well, this is all we got so far.
You don't want to even try to figure out who this sun elf and half-orc are?
Were we paid to do so? All we know is that we needed to speak with her and get the info, right?
They were looking for names and locations. We got neither.
Well, we know where they are. We just need to figure out the name.
Ooh. We haven't got any names of anyone.
I mean, it would have been described in the spell book, the location of the people who, like the description of the people and where they were headed. So half of it is already, accomplished. All we need is the names.
They were looking for what we're looking for. They aren't even part of the people we're looking for.
Am I going insane?
I'm so lost.
The information that we got, if I heard it correctly, was that the Sun Elf and Half Orc are not part of the Zentarum, but they were looking for Zentarum agents.
They were looking for Xanathar Guild hideouts.
Oh, Xanathar Guild hideouts. Okay.
So yes, they were Zentarum agents.
Okay, they were Zentarum agents.
I was on the same page as Esmond. I'm sitting here like, we found nothing. There's a half orc and a half elf that are like.
Meanwhile, I'm like, we found the people.
So I
the
did
only
misunderstand
people
what I heard. Good. I'm glad that I said something.
Good.
So,
Good job.
Okay.
So we do have two people that we know that have gone to
The Yawning Portal.
The Yawning Portal. We don't know if they stay there or if that's where their head location is. Probably not.
But we know the number of people that we need to investigate and their race and
Yeah.
and that's. Did she specify the genders? I know the orc lady was like a female, the half orc lady, which lets me to believe is our friendly friend that we spoke to earlier before, maybe. I should have asked, when. No, she did mention when she had to carry them. My
2 days
God,
ago.
speaking to a horse.
Right. Either way, we could go over there, try to find some information as to, where they might have gone from there. I doubt the Yawning Portal is where they're staying.
It is an inn, though.
I'm not saying that they couldn't be staying there, but I'd rather at least try to make sure than just assuming. People go to bars all the time and don't actually stay at the inn.
Oh, but it's so handy. Having a good time and then sleep it off right in the same place.
I feel like you're just trying to finish this job without actually doing the job.
Well, we need the names.
Which we don't have.
Which we should probably try to get.
Then we should probably go to the Yawning Portal anyway.
Yes.
So we
What
might as
are
well
we
just
discussing?
I don't even know anymore.
Alright.
Out of curiosity, are we close to the purple shop now? Since we were in the dock port.
You are in the vicinity, yes.
What's the purple shop?
You weren't.
You weren't there.
You were not there. That is true. Just wait.
How far away are we?
That was in between the Yawning Portal and the dock board, so you could hit it on the way there.
If provided, I would like to, so I don't have to spend a spell slot while we're walking there to ritual cast detect magic.
Ritually casting, you're gonna have to kind of sit still for that. So, but we can have you cast outside if you want to.
Not particularly outside. I mean, considering, not on the. I would like to stop before like the block that we are in. No, the one block before we reach the purple shop area, the other area. Because last time the shop owner was not happy that I was trying to do funny business.
Correct. That's very correct. Okay. And so you cast detect magic, and you all walk up to the shop.
Right.
Now, yes?
Does anybody want any kind of... Like, what are you planning on doing here? Why are we here?
I would like to, particularly, I'm interested considering the creature that we fought before. I'm looking up at the beholder statue stuff thing that is on the on the entrance of the
Yep.
shop.
Yep. There's a stuffed beholder in the window.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Of course.
Wow.
As you approach to Old Zoblob's shop, there's a cloud of lavender-scented purple smoke that trails out of the shop's door. Inside, you can peek in. Every wall is painted purple, and every dusty knickknack on the shelves is dyed a deep violet.
I will, before we go in, I will also give a bardic inspiration to Handsome before we go in.
Okay. As you look, both of you with your detect magic at this little stuffed doll, you both see the telltale signs of divination magic within this stuffed doll.
I don't remember if you can ask, for the spell of it.
I believe
You
you can.
cannot.
Like, you get what, like, the School of Magic, I believe, when you're doing Detect
No,
Magic.
it
Just
is
the School of Magic. Yep. Which is
truth-
divination.
Truth to be told, there is not very many divination spells, unfortunately, to my dismay. I would like to. I don't know if it's applicable to make an Arcana check or not.
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to see how in line would Volker be to see if he can have lane of thought that I will be having right now.
I would like to go into the shop and ask the owner what's about the magical beholder.
Oh my god, I hate this guy. You do that, I'm staying outside of the store.
Well, while you do that, I think Esmond will join you inside the store.
I'm staying outside. My trail of thought would be this is like a ward. Like, cause my train of thought is we fought a similar creature in the sewers, and it was in a territory that was held by the Sanatars Guild, right?
Yep.
And the Xanatar Guild is like a criminal organization.
Yep.
And then we saw like a funny little artifact that looks similar to a beholder.
Yep.
The like.
Yep.
And as far as I remember, I rolled like dick, so I couldn't utilize the device, couldn't I?
I don't remember.
Are you talking about the pillar?
Oh, the pillar, yes. That in and of itself was looks like the mind flayer knew how to use it and did use it. But you didn't learn much after that.
Yeah, the guy just walked past by.
Yeah. So as you enter Old Zoblob's shop, inside you see the hairless old gnome sitting cross-legged on the counter, who wears plum-colored robes. You can see his cheeks are decorated. Is a gnome. His cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes, and he's smoking. He lowers the pipe and exhales a cloud of lavender smoke before raising his hand. Hail and well met! Come browse yourselves at the most curiosity shop in the world.
What's with your magic beholder out front?
The Madam Beholder? Why, that's a curiosity.
What's it do?
It belongs to me.
What's it do?
It's none of your business.
Well, I want to know. It's a curiosity. I'm curious.
Oh, great. Hold on to that.
Okay, I'll give you a gold and you tell me.
No.
Okay, please?
No.
Why not?
Right. Well, anyway.
I can be just as stubborn as this gnome. I'm a gnome too.
Would you happen to have any, like, purple linen, something that might be able to cover a bed?
Purple linens? Why, yes.
What's with the beholder?
He goes around and pulls out a roll of purple linens.
Going to die.
Okay, they're not royal purple. It's like a the lilac is too bright. I want to say they're more along the lines of a lavender.
Okay. So it's a little bit more muted of a color.
Yes, not as rich.
Do you have something a little bit more vibrant than this?
Unfortunately, no.
You have something that's thin-ish so that you can see through it.
Thin-ish? Ooh, yes, I do. Pulls out some lilac sheer curtains.
That might actually get my interest. Oh, okay. How much for that?
For how many square yards of linen are you going for?
Esmond gets out his paper of his bed. Well, it's about this size.
That would be 10 10 dragons for the lot.
Whoa! Hell yeah, man!
10 home.
Surprisingly, the DM's guide does have prices for linen. It's great.
That's great.
How high up is this beholder plushie?
It's hanging out like about 7 feet off the ground, 6 feet off the ground, give or take.
Damn, that's high.
Yep, it's hanging just a little bit down.
Well,
I'd like to buy the beholder.
I'm doing business. Just a moment. All right, 10 gold pieces. Are you able to afford that?
it's a bit rich, but yes, I can. So
Excellent.
here, have a platinum.
Perfect. Thank you.
Son.
Takes the platinum, and then looks down at you, Henzim. It is not for sale.
I'm trying to. I'm fighting with myself with how to proceed with this procedure next.
Sure.
I'm gonna ask. I'm considering that I'm about to be a divination wizard. I would imagine with the studies that he's been studying before his funds ran out, that he would know that usually most divination magic requires like a focus item, be like a for more nature like a pond of water for you to see things, or like a sensor or something the like. I would be
Mhm.
interested to, while looking at the beholder, more specifically, probably in the big eyes or the small ones, who knows, if there could be like a discernible sensor.
Give me an investigation check.
I am deeply enthralled by this fucking creature. I'm 1,000,000,000% putting a target on my head right now by, being so focused on this thing. If it's gang organization. Where the fuck is investigation?
Investigation.
There's so many eye skills in this game.
Yep. Yep.
Mr. I need a bigger bed.
Wow, man, it's gonna cost him greatly. If I had to spend a luck point.
No, I love that. I love that skip from Game of the Ghost.
Below average. I'm gonna spend a luck point.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Oh,
more
wow.
like
Damn. Okay.
With a natural 20, as you inspect this thing, looking for a sensor, the whole stuffy is lit. That you spend several seconds and a minute watching it and looking, trying to discern, trying to find any arcane runes or anything. When you see the magic flare, you see the divination magic flare as if in use. And as you see it, the stuffed eyes, all of them, seem to tilt and look directly at you.
Alright, let's see how I reply to this. Where is my concern? As I notice that the sensors are looking at me, I do like a jolt, like where you tilt your head backwards in like a jerking motion.
Yeah.
And I look away
Okay.
as I'm trying to, at this point, it's not much that he can do to act inconspicuous, considering that he's just mid-eyes, quote unquote, with the things.
Would
or
you
whoever.
If you would like to, you can give me a deception check at disadvantage.
What is Kia doing during all this?
That's a very good question. We'll get to that after this deception check. What'd you get, buddy?
I don't know. I'm finding it.
Okay.
Oh my god! I'm a god!
At disadvantage?
Yeah,
Yes.
at 20 at disadvantage.
It's
What?
not 20 and a 19.
Holy crap. Okay. Let's see.
Wow.
Good to know. Okay. Yeah, you were pretty deceptive there. Good to know. Kia, what were you doing in all of this?
While they're, I guess, investigating this stuffed eye of the beholder, I'm kind of skimming through the store, hoping not to find the toenails that I had found last time or anything like that. But hopefully finding something that might be useful for either like our, I guess our business or like something that might catch my eye.
Okay. Give me. Let's see. Give me a D100. Let's see. What you find? 84. Okay. My page is loading because my computer is a potato. Just a moment.
Has a potat.
It's a
Bland.
potat.
Mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
It is a boiled potat. Don't worry. You find what looks a something that stands out to you is at first just looks like a folded napkin, but when you pick it up and unfold it, it pops into a hat,
Oh,
into a stylish cap.
I kind of turn it around. Is it like a what kind of cap?
What type? Okay, let's look up stylish cap. Medieval. Medieval. Let's see. It look almost like like an over exaggerated beret. It's got like excess fabric on the side. If you were to put it on, it'd hang just over your ear, and there's tufts of feathers sticking out of the sides in a fashionable way.
I kind of turn it around and twist and turn it. It's not my style per se, but interesting. Esben, are you in the building or are you outside? I can't remember who's standing outside.
I'm outside. I think
Yeah.
I'm the only one outside, which is cherry on fucking top, man.
Yeah. Volker's the only one outside. Esben is buying
Okay.
the linen for the bed.
And I'm buying a beholder. DM won't let me persuade this man.
For
Yeah,
some
you might-
reason,
you
this
might die
strikes
with
me
me,
as
I'm
something
happy.
that a bard might enjoy. So I kind of bring it over to Esben and like hold it up as if I'm like kind of looking at it on him from like a distance. I'm like, hey, look what I found.
Give that to me for a second.
Is it magical?
It was a handkerchief before.
No, I know. I had to detect magic going.
It is not magical.
Oh. Beans. I don't say anything.
So, what kind of hat does it look like?
It looks a little bit. It's a floppy. It in medieval times it looks great. It's fashionable because it's got a lot of flop to it, but it looks like an over exaggerated beret with feathers.
I actually kind of like that. But at the same time, I do have this hat I just bought recently. And I don't know, this feels more my style than that one does. But if you want to have something like that, I think it would look great on you if you just maybe getting a little more purple into your wardrobe a little bit.
Not necessarily my style, but I just thought I'd put it out there. So I kind of like gently set it back down on the shelf next to a plethora of, I guess, other purple things.
Right next to it is a tiny purple mechanical crab that has definitely moved from where it was when you initially picked up the hat.
Oh. How big is it?
It is the size of a I don't know, 6 inches, no, 4 inches across. I'll do that.
Can I pick it up without it pinching me?
It doesn't move.
And I definitely noticed that it had moved before.
Oh, it definitely moved, yeah. You didn't see it move, but it had moved from its initial spot.
I pick it up and go over to the shopkeeper and go, what is this? What does this do?
He eyes it up. I don't know.
I'm gonna snatch it from her, and I would like to use my mechanical know-how, because actually I have that stuff.
Go ahead and roll with the stat that would make sense with your mechanical know-how. I think probably intelligence, or intelligence makes the most sense.
Okay.
But you can, considering your past, you can add your proficiency bonus to this.
Yay! 1d20 plus 3.
Yes.
I'm not a fan. How similar opposite our characters are.
18!
What was that?
18.
18. With your mechanical know-how and your detect magic running, there is the faintest magical aura to this thing, and it is a mechanical work of wonder.
But it's a mechanical work of wonder. And I'll hand it back to her.
And as you're handing it back, you notice the engraved name of Glitterbonk.
His name's Glitterbonk.
You know who Glitterbonk is. This is none other than Zillibar Glitterbonk, a rival to your family's business.
Uh-oh.
I hand it back to her and I say it's a contraption made by bad people. You don't want it.
So cute.
Yeah, no. It's not cute. It's bad. Disgusting.
I hold it up higher and start making puppy dog eyes. It's cute. It can't be bad, can it?
It's bad. Trust me, it's bad. You don't want it.
She kind of shakes her head and sets it back down. She's like, I'll trust your word on that.
Then I'm gonna glare at the shopkeeper even harder.
He smiles back at you.
What's the beholder?
And I'm not going to purchase anything. Go ahead and leave my shop.
I want to purchase the beholder.
It's not for sale.
I want to purchase information.
How much are you going to pay?
I take out my coin purse. How much is it?
That depends. Information is costly.
Oh no.
We can do this all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we are.
Indeed. You know what? He's gonna lean down.
Lean down. I'm the same height as him.
He's sitting cross-legged on the counter. So he's gonna lean down, look at you. As he looks at your coin purse, then looks back at you. You don't have enough to be worth my time. Now get out of my shop.
Oh my god!
Gonna look at him. Right. What was your name again?
My name. And remember this when I say it. My name.
Yeah, you said that
Is-
already. Get to your name.
My name is Zoblob.
The Blob. Right, I got it. Your name's the Blob.
Don't forget it.
Right, Blob. I'll remember your name. How could I forget it? You just look like a blob too, so it's easy.
Now leave my shop.
I want to buy the crab.
That'll be 5 gold pieces. 5 dragons.
I give you 3.
That'll be 5 dragons.
I'll give you 3.
Then you're not getting my crab.
I'll give you 3.
He picks up his pipe, brings a large breath to it, leans down at you, and blows lavender smoke directly in your face.
I will elementalist light his tongue on fire.
Right, let's get going.
He begins screaming.
Thanks for
as-
drapery.
And you just see me getting red-faced.
Yeah, Esmond just picks you up
Staring
and
at
then
him.
leaves you. Like, leaves the shop. If you allow him to do so, anyway.
And as you guys leave, and assuming that Volker and Kia follow quickly, after a few seconds, you hear behind you as old Zoblob has come out, and he's incoherently yelling from a burnt tongue behind you, trying to get the attention of Gart. But you head off. And you're heading to the Yawning Portal, yes?
It's been some days that we've interacted with each other. You guys would notice that Volker is more reserved than usual. He is, less chatty, less animated since this whole shop encounter.
You see Henzim scrabbling to get let go by Esben, beat red in the face, very angry.
You do realize that's called assault? Not exactly something you want to be doing to people.
Don't worry, I'll get him back.
Get him back! He didn't do anything!
I'll wring it from his cold, dead, fat body.
I don't know if we should be messing with that plushie. It definitely had some divination magic in it. They were definitely looking at the street view. I don't know what the shop entails beyond just selling purple trinkets. This might be consider no. This shop could be a front for the Senator gang. We probably shouldn't be dealing with them.
It definitely is. If you are named the Blob and you have a beholder, you're definitely a front for something.
His name wasn't the Blob, it was Zublob.
And I'm gonna look at you with a finger and go, he told me not to forget it, his name's the Blob.
What did you do?
I did nothing.
He burned the man's tongue. I don't even know how he did it.
And when he says that you don't know how he did it, as Henzim sort of stands up, that's the front of his shirt, and looks very proud with himself. And you can see that he has a big smile now on his face. He's very happy.
What? Doesn't matter. It's in the past. We just won't go back there ever again.
We're going back.
No, we are not going back.
We're going back.
You can go back if you'd like. I am not saving you from a jail cell.
I won't go to jail. I'll have ways to get out. Nobody expects a gnome. And that's why I'm always suspicious of them. Especially blobs.
Well, besides being very rough to work with and merchant with, your people are not that bad. I have very many gnome friends.
Yes, but they're always hiding something. Always.
True, they are quite like you.
Yes.
Every single time?
Just about, yep.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Ah,
You
they're
know
not
what
that
he looks
bad. They're not that bad.
He is that bad.
Why, yes. I had my suspicions since he was so against me trying to cast magic. If he himself knows how magic works, divination magic is mostly harmless. But he really shouted as I was trying to do so. So, he definitely is probably in the know.
If it's harmless, then what's the harm of having it in the first place?
Well,
You
How
make
do
a
I-
good point.
how do I explain it to you? Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but
No,
I mean, maybe.
He's hiding something.
Look, my mother was very, very conservative too. She didn't want you getting into any of her things, so I don't.
true, but if what I'm thinking is right, then why do a criminal organization need a spyglass that is looking towards the city streets?
What do you mean, spyglass?
And you can see like Volker takes a second. It's like, how do I reach these kids? These people that have not studied the magics. I'll explain it to you once we are in a safer place. We have business to do anyways.
Right. Let's get a drink. I've had a. It's been already a long day.
Are there any guards moving about as we're walking around?
I'm probably looking for a
Occasionally,
shithead.
there will be a city watch member that you pass by. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you on the watch out for the law?
No, because the blob is not intelligent enough to actually get the story across correctly. Something burned my tongue and I don't know what it is. They didn't do anything. They didn't even rob me. But I don't know what happened.
I mean,
believe you.
assault is still a criminal charge.
Yeah, but I didn't move. It wasn't me.
I mean, when you cast the spell, right? Does it have any verbal or somatic components?
It does have verbal and somatic.
Okay.
Oh no, you're going to eat another divination magic and get Legend Lord. Oh no! I am mortified of this fucking merchant now.
This merchant will be executed by my hand. I'm going to. This will occur. I will come back when I am significantly higher level, and I will command him to do as I say.
Once we reach level 5, I'm gonna show up with the spell magic and I'm gonna beam that fucking toy.
Esmond just wants a house that he can become
Poor
famous.
S-Band! She's hanging around with two schizophrenic small people.
Henzam has a mortal enemy now.
And here
Or-
he is just wanting to get cool things.
Fucking schizoid party.
Oh,
Oh no!
alright.
So you go to the yawning portal.
Okay.
And as you arrive, let's see. Yes, that is correct. As you arrive, you greet the familiar yawning portal. It is the gathering place for adventurers. These are where tales are told and songs are sung. Well, as you guys enter, I'm going to have you guys give me perception checks to look for your, who you're looking for.
It's time for my familiar to make his appearance for the day.
That's right.
I need to feed it anyways.
Yep.
Why
Alright.
is this NPC character shit so fucking small and
I
my
don't know.
eyes are simply not good? I feel like Storax sometimes.
Okay.
Or 23.
Your owl is able to notice. Your owl is able to spot. Let's say this. All right. So at the
I
moment
would
we've
be
got-
looking through the owl, so yeah.
Yes, you spot. Well, plainly put, you spot the familiar face of Yagra.
This breaks my heart.
You see Yagra Stonefist, the same half-orc woman who, at the beginning of this game, Kia, you helped out in a fist fight with a bunch of thugs.
This
And
breaks my heart into a
You
billion
do spot her, and yeah,
Oh,
you also
damn
spot
it.
her
She is pretty. What the fuck?
as she spots. She spots Kia as she's sitting at one of the tables, looks up, sees you guys as you're looking around the yawning portal, and she stands up, grabs a tankard from the table, walks up to you, Kia, as she says, "Good morning. It's been a while. I was hoping I'd see you again." She hands you the tankard.
I accept the tankard. And I'm assuming, does she have another one in her hands, or is it just the singular tankard?
She's giving you her tankard.
Her tankard. Okay, because I was gonna ask, was like, can I just toast her or anything? Yeah, I just kind of lift it and don't drink out of it though. But I just didn't want to like say no.
Of course.
And I go, well, I hoped I'd see you around again this fall. How are you doing after the
Healed up.
brawl?
I lost a molar, but I'll be fine.
I
No.
have a question.
I'll get to your question in just a second.
No haste.
She puts her arm around you, Kia, and she kind of like leans in a little bit and says, "I passed on a good word about you to someone I know. Said they got a message out to you. Are you here for that?"
I look at her and that flying snake. The message from what was his name? I don't know where I had it written down. What was the guy's name in the message?
DeVille Star Song.
Star Song.
Star Song. DeVille Star Song.
Okay. Was it from that DeVille Star Song?
Aye, that's the one. Yeah. He's here now today if you're interested.
Fuck.
Is it something that involves just me, or is it something that I can involve my my party on?
She looks around, eyes up Volker. He got me a nail once. Ah. As long as you can keep your mouth shut. Should be
I
fine.
can try. I can try.
Of course. Allow me to lead you to him.
I kind of turn and wave at the rest of the party to follow. I don't know if they're off doing their own thing, if they notice this conversation that's been struck up.
Henzam just waves back at you. Like, he thinks you're, like, waving hello, and he just waves hello back at you.
I start whistling.
Husband just kind of like nods as you kind of like look over at us.
As I look at her, if the image that you presented towards of how she looks is accurate,
That is official art of her, yes.
oh my god! Okay, would I recognize, or what would I have to roll if I can recognize the amulet that she's wearing?
The amulet that she's wearing.
Like a relation, or history, or...
Let's figure that out. Roll me a history.
I'm very good at this.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could roll charisma checks.
I think you chose a wrong stat for your bullshit. Maybe it should be constitution based, but there's no con based skills. Key story, bang. 23.
Okay. You would immediately recognize the symbol she has around her neck as the official Zentarum symbol.
Ah, excellent.
Yes. Do you guys respond and or follow Kia as Yagra starts to lead her away?
I keep my distance, but I'm following. I'm like, like as per usual, the one of the last ones on the line.
Husband will follow for sure.
Do I recognize the symbol around her neck as well, or have I just been oblivious to that?
You can also give me a history check.
Why must she be so pretty, man?
Oh,
No. With a 3, no. Funnily enough.
okay, but someone else has recognized the symbol and has taken caution to this lady that I am following.
Yes.
Mostly because I'm a little intimidated and I don't quite want to say, like, yeah, no, I'm not following you.
Yes. She does have a large physical presence. But she leads you just further into the inn to one of the side tables, one of the side booths. And there, sitting at one of the tables with several drinks, is an elf with blonde hair. And he's got a lute to his side as he's enjoying what looks to be a pale ale. As he looks up and he says, well, actually, I'll show you his picture. That might help.
I'm going to cry.
As he looks up at you, sees that Yagra is leading you, Kia, first, as he says, good morning. Oh, good afternoon. Pardon me. Yagra, who is this? Yagra speaks up. It is the one I was telling you about. It is the one who helped me fight off the Xanathos thugs. The elf responds. I see. Well then. Please, have a seat. And gestures to one of the seats at the table, to you, Kia.
And I sit down and set. I'm assuming I still have her tankard. I set it and kind of slide it back over. So that it works. I haven't drank out of it, but just kind of trying to be subtle here.
Of course. She absentmindedly picks it up and continues drinking from it. As she gestures to you, because Esvin, you followed. Henzin, did you follow?
I did follow, yes.
Okay, she looks at the two of you. You can sit on down too. Might want to hear this.
All right, Esmond will sit down. Taking a note of the guy's loot.
I am oblivious to the loot, and I will sit down.
Okay. He's just lounging, honestly, with his cup in hand as he looks at you all. Well, miss, thank you for responding to my message. I was hoping I'd be able to get the chance to speak to you.
And I'm gonna look at Kia and go, "Wait, you're hearing voices too?"
Not quite. I'll tell you later. It's a bit weirder than voices.
Oh.
That could be weirder than voices in your head, huh?
I give in. It was a flying snake.
Ah, you were correct, Dana. It is more weirder than voices.
I don't know.
Henzim is gonna frantically look around the room now for flying snakes.
You can roll me a perception check as the elf continues. Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Developed Starsong. I'm the one who reached out to you. I am
Name acquired.
interested in the skills that you demonstrated. Yagra spoke very highly of your martial prowess, and I heard that there was some magical talent around you as well. Is that correct?
I know a master or two.
Look around and yes, I would say that we do have a fair mix of talents, but I'm not quite sure exactly why you've called me here.
I see. Well, allow me to give a little bit of context, if that might help. See, I'm a retired adventurer. A good way to say it. I spent some time traveling the Source Coast, and even spent some time in the Undermountain and exploring the depths there. But I lost the itch for adventure and decided to stay here along with some of my fellow companions. Now, and with this as he leans in, I will shoot straight to the point. Me and my companions joined the Zentarum a few years back. We help people in need. Now, the reason why I am reaching out to you with your particular skills is because, well, first off, I try to stay atop of news and know who is skilled, particularly when it comes to dealing with the riffraff of this city, so to say. Are you following?
I just nod cautiously, having heard Zentar and letting him just keep talking.
Of course. Now, I'm sure you've heard many things about that word, Zentarum, but if I can highlight the true menace of the streets, that is the Xanathar Guild. The Xanathar Guild is truly a chaotic guild of mercenaries, Not even true mercenaries. Bandits and thugs. Now, you'd have to be a blind rat to not have noticed the turmoil in the city. The gang war, as some of the politicians are putting it. Now, I want an end to this violence. I want to restore the peace that once was quite well known in this city.
Not to backpedal, but when he says that he is a person who helps the people in need, could I make an insight to see how
I was
truthful
gonna ask
he is?
the same thing.
You both can roll insight, yeah.
While I roll that, this is such a stupid question because I think I've been. So we're gathering information like on Xanatharum operatives, and they're the.
Zentarum. So this is pretty clearly, this is one of this guy and what's her face that I'm forgetting her name already. Yagra are the two individuals the horse mentioned. These are Zentarum
Yes.
operatives.
These are the people we were looking for.
That's what I say on name acquire when he introduced himself.
Yes.
Oh
My question is if this is unknown or this is just a thing that I've missed, because sometimes I miss things. When we're gathering information on the operatives, it's as it. So Mort the Merciless is asking us, like,
He's trying
because
to
they're bad or he's trying to, they're good. I'm sorry. I was just making sure.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
He's at Merciless asked you to find the horse to find out more about Zentarum operatives. He didn't tell you if it was bad or good.
Yeah.
I did make an insight check to say and notice that he is not malicious in the objective that he had for us. Like, he didn't send us to do something malicious.
Yes.
But he's definitely, holding information from us.
Yes. Yes.
Per se,
Yes.
we're not doing anything evil.
Insight.
Or like his evil, insight for this guy to see if he actually helps the people in need.
Yeah. So if any of you who wants to roll insight can. I know I saw yours, Tenzin, so that's definitely really good.
Might as well.
Might as
Okay.
well. Oh, 18.
I hate you so much, Thorak.
You go die in a hole.
18 and 18 from the two of you. 11 from Esvin and 14 from Lucy. Okay. Esvin, you don't quite pick up on all of this, but the other three of you, he is speaking from he is not telling you all information, of course. However, you were specifically inciting his intention with the city and helping the city, and you read that he is being genuine. If in his way, he is trying to help the city, help those in need. As for what type of help is provided, maybe that's one thing that you can question, but he is being pretty genuine.
By the looks of it, he wants to get rid of the riffraff that are the Senator's thieving guild.
Of course. And
So my mistake was there's two groups with the Z. Okay.
yeah. Oh, it's
That
No,
makes
because
sense.
it's
Except
fucking
Xanathar is spelled
awful.
with an X.
Yeah.
I know it sounds
Then
as Z, but it's
Senathorum.
spelled with an X. Yes.
Yeah.
I have it written with Z. That's probably why. Okay, sorry.
You're
I'll
good.
let it back.
No, you're good. It's good to get this out now.
Yeah.
Now, for your information, the Xanathar Guild, it's recent that they've truly picked up this turmoil. Now, the issue is that there was another black network gang that infiltrated the city and tried to take over the Xanathar Guild. And here, they failed. That's what set off the war in the streets. And that is why I want to stop it. And I could desperately use your help. I don't have enough hands as it is.
Everybody wants to help.
And what would it be asked of us to do?
Well, I'd offer you membership in my faction. And if you're interested, then I'd let you know people who need help.
Another settlement needs your help. I'll mark it on your map.
I didn't understand what you said.
I think he was referencing a game of some sort.
I see.
Fallout 4.
Oh,
Yeah, this is exactly what that feels like.
There's another town. We need your help.
I'll mark it on your map. Yep.
So, do you have any questions for me?
Do we have?
Go ahead.
Are we like, if you required our help, would for X thing would we have to do it? Like would we be required to help whatever we were told to help with?
No, you'd be hired.
Ah,
We're mercenaries, my good man. We don't do anything for free.
Speaking of, what
Yes.
kind of help are you looking for, and what exactly is the pay?
Oh, the pay for those who help out, base level pay will receive, if they complete their mission, so to say, to a satisfactory level, will receive 50 dragons a person.
Okay, and what exactly is the job that you're offering here?
Well, before I give more information, it'll forgive me for keeping some of my cards hidden. I need a little bit of commitment from at least one of you.
what sort of commitment?
To join my faction. To join me and help bring peace to this city.
Right. Can we think about it?
Wait, so you're telling me that I'm mixing up like accents here. So let me understand this. You're trying to tell me that you want us just to join the faction. What does that entail?
Was it intended to join the Zentarum?
Yes.
I will get that information real quick, Jim. No, my computer is loading.
Potato.
Potato. My dear potato. Please. It's failing me. No. Oh. Let's see if this is gonna help.
I
Requirements
must
for
say, you're gonna give my character a fucking aneurysm.
yes.
Who's gonna give your character an aneurysm?
This entire day worth of activities.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've already made a mortal enemy, so
I
at least
I
I
think
established the
But-
BBEG early. I got that going. for me.
I hope that my dirty 20 at disadvantage was sufficient enough. Otherwise, I think I have a hitman on my head.
Here, we both have hitmen on our heads, buddy.
Yeah, at
And
least
it's
I'm
the
not dying
same
alone.
hitman. It's the same hitman.
It's the same fucking organization, probably. Against our stupid asses.
All right.
At least I'm
So-
not dying alone, honestly.
The responsibilities that you'll have is plainly put. You are to join a faction. You will basically be a hired mercenary. So we will have, we will send you a mission that you can choose to accept or pass on. Now, moving up the ranks, obviously, complete the missions, but every mission will be paid, and you are not required to complete them. You decide at the provided mission. Now, there are some benefits, but those benefits will have to wait until I get to my... Oh, there we go, finally.
Until they load.
No. I have connections around the city. Let's say that in the future you're required to meet with a noble or someone. I can get that to you. And now, in addition, considering the nature of our work, we are able to work within and under the law. Whatever's needed. As for if you need to procure any supplies, we know the places to purchase them at affordable prices.
Why have a question?
What's your question?
Provided that we join your guild, how would it put the relations with the other organizations upon this city? I know that you are not happy with the sanitarians, but any other particular distrust on the other factions of this city?
Well, I can tell you what, the Lord's Alliance it doesn't look so fondly on us, but then again, we do our own thing.
What was the name of the one that doesn't look fondly on them?
Lord's Alliance.
The only other one. What was the name of the? Okay.
Yeah, the only other one that is on our tails frequently are the Harpers. Those devils. They don't approve of our methods, but we don't live in a civilized world. That's a lesson you'll learn if you spend much time adventuring.
Right, and is there any particular reason why there's such a bad reputation between the Lord's Alliance, the Harpers, and you?
Well, mercenaries that work, like I said, sometimes outside of the law. The Harpers, they pride themselves on being goody two-shoes, and they don't... Now, granted, I can't say that all my colleagues are the most agreeable, but I'd say that we all live by a code, and some better than others. So, as for why the Lord's Alliance doesn't appreciate it, it's because they can't control us. As for the Harpers just try to seek out anything that they deem unworthy. That makes sense?
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
that's fair. Nothing out of the ordinary there.
Nothing bothers me more than a stuck-up bastard, but hey, we all are stuck-up bastards at times, so we'll have to live with that. That being said,
Especially stuck up. Never mind.
Don't worry, lad.
right.
So,
Well,
yes.
I will say that I'm more than willing to work with you if you're willing to help with the city, as well as making money. I mean, both of those things sound in my wheelhouse.
That's the best way to do it, my lad.
Yeah, also kind of.
I'm certainly not opposed to helping the city. If that's what at the end your cause seems to be aiming towards.
Indeed. Go ahead, Kia.
Yeah, kind of nods in agreement. Just like, I know earlier I said I wasn't really interested in joining any organizations, but I commend your dedication to making the city a better place. I can see where I might find your organization agreeable to an extent.
Yagra slaps you on the back on your back. That's right. That's what I'm here for.
Just place my hands on the table so I don't
Broken ribs.
face plant into it. Brace myself.
Well, that brings me great pleasure to hear. He kind of had some parchments that were in front of him, shuffles them around, moves them to the side as he looks at you. All right, raise the hand out to shake the hands of those who do want to help out.
Esben will shake his hand.
Shakes his hand, smile. His hand's warm to the touch, warmer than the average person. But then again, he is a sun elf. And he goes, yes.
Henzem will shake his hand with the mage hand.
With the mage hand just visible outside of it, he looks down. Peculiar, but we're all full of peculiarities.
Yes. I'm full of a lot of stuff too. So.
He also reaches forward and shakes his hand with a nice firm grip.
Well,
Excellent.
considering that everybody is, giving him a handshake, I might as well.
If everybody jumps off a cliff, would Volker also jump? The answer is yes.
Yes,
And
but because I have snowfall.
And so, upon you all shake hands, and he smiles and says, "That is absolutely excellent. Now, for your information, this first mission will be given here now, but in the future, look out for the flying snakes. They tend to travel at night. They'll bring missions in the future, but at the moment, this gang war is causing unrest through the city. Now, as one of our responsibilities of one of our paid work, so to say, we've offered protection to members of the Dung Sweepers Guild, and this mission involves protecting a group of them. Nope, I'm reading the wrong one. I'm sorry. The page did that. That would have been cool, but scratch that. Ignore what I just said.
Quest number 3 in the quest line.
Okay, here's the issue. In all of this, someone is killing elf and half-elf sailors in the Dark Ward. There are 3 dead so far, each of them decapitated by a blade in the dead of night. Look into it, will you? Methinks the City Watch could use a little bit of help.
How should we deal with this criminal? Do we just bring it justice with our own hands? Should we attempt to detain it and give it to the authorities for them to sort it out? What are we asked to do as we find this nasty individual?
Well, let's put it this way. I don't care. If you decide to take matters into your own hands, don't get caught. If you leave it up to the authorities, make sure you have evidence to pin it on him.
Well, I don't particularly appreciate the idea of killing somebody, so I will be leaning towards the later. You mentioned that there are 3 victims decapitated. Were the other half of the body found, or were only the heads on display?
It was the body. The heads were missing.
Well, any other particular markings that could be a way to notice the connection between the 3 of them? Any marks of serration or...
The only similarities between the 3 of them is that they were all of elven heritage. Now, as to What that means, I wouldn't be able to say, which is why I'm asking you to take care of it. I've received this information through my contacts with the City Watch, and I don't think they can handle it.
Well, as far as I know, they're kinda busy already.
Yeah, with this gang of war, they could use all the help they can get. Well, it was a pleasure greeting with you, and I look forward to working with you in the future. And we will end there. I went a little bit long, but this theme was going really well, so I appreciate your patience with me.
I'm a big fan that he did not ask for our names.